This segment is going to describe how the body is designed. The body is designed with stable joints and mobile joints. It has mobile joints that give you your mobility, but it sits on stable joints, and making sure that the joints do the job that their primary function is very important. What we notice is when people lose the primary function of the joints, then problems will occur elsewhere. And I'm going to give you an example of lower back pain in just a moment. But let's go through the design of the body. The foot primarily is just a stable joint. The ankle is a very movable joint. The knee is a very stable joint. Then we get to the hip, which is a very mobile joint. The lower back is very much a stable joint, but the mid back is very much a movable joint. In fact, if it wasn't for the rib cage, your rib cage could pretty much do 360 degrees, but the rib cage obviously protects our organs. That's why it's there. We then get to the bottom of the neck, which is stable. The very top of the neck is very mobile. All your rotation movements or your head nodding comes from the top two vertebrae of the neck. We then go out and we have a stable neck, remember. Now we have a mobile shoulder joint. We have a stable elbow joint, then we have a very mobile wrist, and we finish with very stable fingers. You can see the organization is very deliberate. And what we know is that if you have a mobile joint that is stiff, then the pressure will go elsewhere and we get pain and symptoms. Lower back pain is very commonly caused by the act of sitting. We know when we sit that we are in this position and we get very tight in our hips. We also know that when we're in sitting position, we turn off our glutes and we also turn off our abdominals. And when we're in that position, guess what? The poor old lower back's got to do twice as much work as it was designed to do. Remember, it was designed to be stable, not having to pick up the slack of all those mobile joints that aren't doing their job. And doubly, they're not getting the support from those muscles that have been switched off. That's what the Daily Spine Fit series is going to do. It's going to make sure that your hips are moving, that you have the movement in the thoracic spine from all those hours of sitting. We're going to turn on the muscles for your glutes. We're going to turn on the muscles for your core so that we can make sure your lower back's not doing any extra work. Okay, let's get busy and let's get into doing the exercises themselves.